But I was on the way to winning until the combination of Jim Comey's letter on October 28th and Russian WikiLeaks raised doubts in the minds of people who were inclined to vote for me but got scared off.
And that was Hillary Clinton speaking out about her loss to President Trump. The liberals in our focus group had some tough talk when it came to the Democrats. Jack, what does the Democratic Party mean to you right now?
Well, the Democratic Party seems to be lost, and the reason they seem to be, to me, they seem to be lost is because they let the Republicans define who they are.
Connie, if you were giving an instruction manual to the Democratic Party to get their act together, what would you tell them to do?
They have to define who they are. They have to have a backbone about standing up for it, and not be bought out by anyone or swayed because they think they might lose their office. They have to be willing to stand for it. If you're going to say, I'm standing for this, then you have to stand for it all the way.
I've been a Democrat all my life. I think the Democrats, not only are they out of, they have no interest in correcting the situation. They're not doing any postmortems. They're writing off, well, we don't own the White House because of Putin or because of WikiLeaks. What did WikiLeaks tell us, by the way? They, regardless of who was behind it, they confirmed that Hillary Clinton and the Democratic establishment are liars, and that they had their thumb on the scale, you know, for Hillary Clinton. Well, you know, so what are they basically saying? If we hadn't been caught lying, we'd be running the country right now.
Do any of you have a story that you hear about all the time that you think this story is not important and I don't want to hear any more about it?
We'll go with Russia, okay, because that was one of the things that's driving me absolutely mad. I think Russia has already been proven to not have had any impact on our elections. They did not, you know, drive from polling place to polling place and, you know, hoodwink the machines and whatever. And so to try to keep going on that really makes the Democrats look a little desperate.
Eliza, do you trust that the government can work in the best interest of the people, even if that's not where it is now?
I definitely have faith in that we can get to where we need to go for the American people. I live in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, and just the outpouring of people who maybe didn't care about politics before, never really thought it mattered. People have come out to voice their concerns, but also get active, get activated, get engaged, go door to door, talk to their neighbors. Find out, hey, how are you feeling about what's going on, and do you want to make a difference?
Have you all generally seen an uptick in political activity in your neighborhoods?
Yes.
Has that been a general?
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Since the election, Susie, has the shape of your congregation or the things you hear from parishioners changed, and if so, how?
I remember sitting around the table the Sunday after the Women's March and having 5 different women sitting around that table telling me about how they'd been in Washington the day before, and I was utterly amazed and pleased and happy.
We're in Reading, Pennsylvania, and what people out there might not know is Reading is one of the poorest cities in the entire country. One thing I know people in my city are thinking about, and it's what this whole country is thinking about, when people are polled, the #1 issue is jobs and the economy. The people in Reading, you know, they want good jobs. And I think that's one thing that the Democratic Party always talked about in the past. You know, they were supposed to be the party that represented the blue-collar workers. And now in this past election, you know, we didn't hear anything about jobs. Trump was the one talking about jobs, about, you know, the outsourcing problem, bringing back jobs. And I think one thing that the Democrats are so out of touch with America about is that you ask Democrats about jobs and what their solution is, and they have 2 solutions. #1 is raise taxes on the rich, which honestly, that does not create jobs. And #2 thing they say is we need to raise the minimum wage. People in Reading, Pennsylvania and everywhere don't want to work at McDonald's their entire life. My dad, when I was younger, told me, when you grow up, I want you to get an education, I want you to do well so you don't need a $20 an hour factory job like I have. And now people are saying $20 an hour factory job, what even is that?
Jack, what gives you hope?
Empathy. That is the word that brings all of this together. Caring about someone else, caring about your party, caring about your town, caring about what other people think, being civil, caring about getting good jobs, caring about the people that you're trying to help to raise up. empathy. It brings it all together.
Thank you all very much for being here. An extended version of our focus group is available on our website at Face the Nation.